Hello everybody and welcome to Entry Workshop. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into Brightspace. So notice I'm in Brightspace. You're going to scroll your courses and you're going to find Education Entry Workshop and you're going to click on it. Now I am going to go into Student View so that you can see the Brightspace course as it looks for you. I will be posting an announcement later today and emailing everybody to watch the introductory video and going forward from there. So I'm going to start off by clicking Content up here in the upper left. And you're going to notice a Start Here tab. So you're going to click the Start Here tab. And to the right, you're going to notice an Entry Workshop video, which is what you would have already clicked on now, given the directions I emailed you and that you are watching. So this is going to open up a YouTube, which is going to basically talk about the video that I'm creating right now. You'll notice that there's a full PDF right here of all the directions that you need to complete this entire course, including hyperlinks that are in blue to access stuff. You do not need to operate out of here. As a matter of fact, I broke this long document down into 6 steps, and it'll be a lot easier for you just to sort of complete these 6 steps down the line, which I'll talk about in a second. The next thing is your syllabus is here. Go ahead and familiarize yourself with the syllabus and look over it. And I'm going to stop the Start Here process, and I'm going to go to step 1. So you're going to start on step 1, which is basically nothing more than setting up your Chalk and Wire account and your portfolio. Your Chalk and Wire account is going to hold your teaching portfolio, which is the evidence of your learning that demonstrates your preparedness to get your teaching licensure. You will notice that in some of your classes going forward in education, there is a signature assessment where not only do you submit your work to your teacher in Brightspace to receive feedback on, but you also are going to upload that to Chalk and Wire given that course so that that's part of your portfolio for the state. So again, my whole process is very simple. There's 2 things. One, there is a video with everything. If you click on the video, it's going to walk by this step on how to set up your Chalk and Wire. The full setup guide's here again. And then below is the directions. This is exactly what the video is going to do. So my video is literally me going through and doing exactly what you need to do so you can do it. I myself, like when I fix cars and stuff, don't like reading the directions sometimes. I will pull up a YouTube video and I will sort of put it by my car on my iPad, and then I'll start working on my car and I'll be watching what they're doing back and forth until I complete that. That is sort of how this is designed. Feel free to, take this on an iPad or to take, to split your screen and sort of go and sort of copy me as you go through each of these directions, okay? So once you complete your Chalk and Wire portfolio, the next step is you're going to complete your online application. And again, this online application is going to be in Chalk and Wire. So you're going to go to Brightspace, you're going to click this video tutorial, which is going to walk you through.
Welcome to step 2.
And it's going to walk you through this, and this is what Chalk and Wire sort of looks like. So you're going to, you can do it in a couple different ways. You can have my video on a separate computer, you can split your screen, and then you're going to complete your online application. Again, as you do that, you have a complete set of written directions that you can do it here if you wish to follow it that way. Once you complete your online application, you're going to move to step 3, which is completing your recommendation form. If you had me in class today, I gave you a physical copy. If you weren't in class today, no worries. You can click on this recommendation form and you can print it out. And then use that accordingly. If you can't print it out, if you're not able to do that, come see me at any point at your convenience and I'll provide you with a physical copy. There are also physical copies in our main office, and Garnet will provide those as well. For the purpose of this course, you need to turn in 1 letter of recommendation that can come from anybody other than a fellow classmate. It could be from a teacher in your high school. It could be from a former employer. It could be from your coaches. It could be whoever, right? Now, prior to getting accepted into education as a whole and moving forward, you need to have 3 recommendation letters. You need to have the one that you submit for this class, and then you're going to create 2 more. And both of those need to come from somebody in the Department of Education, whether that's Garnet, whether that's Dr. Kaufelt, whether that's Becky, or whether that's myself, right? And so you're going to have 2 from somebody in education, and you're going to have 1 from somebody from wherever. And you only need to send in the 1 recommendation form here. I am talking about the 2 others that we need because in a perfect world, you get both of those completed this semester. Right? If you've had me before, come see me and I'll fill one out for you. If you have a class with Becky or you have a class with Dr. Toffelt, you can ask them if they'll fill out one for you. It's possible that if you're just starting a class with them and you never had them before, they might say something like, hey, come back to me towards the end of the semester and I'll fill it out for you once I get you to know you a little bit more, and that's perfectly fine. And then you will turn those physically into me, and then I'll turn them into Garnet, or you could turn them into Garnet. Or if your teachers want to email them to Garnet or I, or the people you asked for, that's perfectly acceptable too. Okay, so step 3 is complete the recommendation form. Step 4, you're going to click on the video again, and I'm clicking on them just to show that they all work, right? Now, each video somewhere about like 3 to 5 minutes, right? You're gonna log into your Chalk and Wire, and I'm gonna walk you step by step on how to complete your technology and pre-multicultural survey. This takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes total, right? Once you complete that, you're going to go to your next step, which is step 5. You could prepare for this right now by sending your education advisor, whether that's Dr. Toffelt, whether that is Becky, or whether that is myself, an email saying, hey, so-and-so, I would like to set up a time to meet with you to go over our 4-year plan so I can submit it to Chalk and Wire. Once you get that set up and completed, you're going to turn it in. Again, you have a video tutorial and a written in how to turn that in. This will probably be one of the last things, if not the very last thing you get done, because it'll probably be somewhere between the next 3 to 8 weeks where you're going to be able to meet with your advisor, given time and scheduling and all that, to get this accomplished. But once you get that accomplished, go ahead and turn it in. Even though this is step 5, you can do step 6 first if you want to. These can be done in any order, okay? Other than step 1, which has to come first because it sets up your Chalk and Wire. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to complete a content knowledge test, right? Again, there's a video tutorial that talks to you about what's going to go on. You cannot take this quite yet. You'll notice there's a startup guide for the test that you're going to want to click that's going to talk about what you need to do, etc. Because next week when I get the codes from Garnet, I'm going to send you an email so that you have a code so that you may take this for free. So don't take it yet. Don't pay for anything yet if you're trying to get ahead. Wait till next week. I'm going to give you a code. I'm going to give you some information, and then you could take it anytime after that for free. This test is a timed test, and it takes, depending on your subject area, about an hour and a half plus or minus. Right? And so you're going to sit down, you're going to take this test, and then you're going to submit the stuff in Chalk and Wire. At the conclusion of the test, you're going to submit a screenshot of 2 things. One, your results, and the other one is like the other bottom line thing that they talk about in there. This is all in the video tutorial, and I'll talk about it more specifically there. Right? The reason why you're taking this is, as of now, you do not, as a teacher, have to pass a competency test to get your license. However, this could change. When I went through education many moons ago, I was required to actually take something called the C-base, which is a general, and I was required to take one in my field, which was psychology. And so that has no longer the case. However, we have you take it so that you know what it looks like, and just in case in the future it becomes required. Right? The other thing that I like about doing this, and I talked about it in the other video, is when you take this, and let's say you're doing history, it's a good idea then to sort of think about some of the questions that are on it so that when you go through your history courses, you're like, oh, this is stuff that I'm probably going to need to know and remember because it might show up on the test. Right? So you've gone through this video, you set up your Chalk and Wire portfolio, you've gone into Chalk and Wire and completed your online application, you've gone out and got one recommendation form from anybody at this time and submitted it. You completed your technology and pre-multicultural survey in Chalk and Wire. You've completed your grad plan with your education advisor and uploaded it here. And you've completed your content knowledge test and submitted the screenshot into the 2 different places in Chalk and Wire that you need to do so here, and completed those steps. Congratulations, you are now done with the class. If you get an early meeting with your advisor to go over your grad plan in 3 weeks and you have everything done in 3 weeks, I immediately put an A in the gradebook for you. That way this class is done. You don't have to worry about it, etc. We will not be meeting at all here going forward. We do not meet anymore unless you need me. Now, what I will say is this. In about a month, so October 1st, 2nd, somewhere in that area, if I log into Chalk and Wire and I see that you haven't created an account, or I log into Chalk and Wire and I see that you haven't completed the application or the multicultural survey, which you should be able to do so, I'm going to sit there and send you an email saying, hey, on Friday during our class time, we need to meet. The purpose of the class time is to make sure that we get stuff done, right? This is part of autonomy and becoming a professional learner, okay? Ideally, you're starting to take independent responsibility, and by me giving you access and the videos, you complete everything independently and move forward, and that's where we want to go. However, again, if I see that that's not sort of happening, I'm going to send you emails and say, hey, you need to come meet me. I will warn you that we had a couple people last semester and the semester before and each year that end up failing Chalk and Wire. And the reason why they fail is they stop coming to, they come the first day and they don't work on their Chalk and Wire account. They just procrastinate. And then I send them an email that, hey, you need to come to class to meet, and they don't show up. And then all of a sudden it's finals week and now they failed the class because they haven't completed it. Don't let that be you. Let this be a semester where every single person gets this out of the way. As a matter of fact, you can get step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4 completed in probably about an hour, probably much less, all this weekend or maybe even Monday on your holiday break. Again, welcome to Entry Workshop. I'm very thankful and grateful that you're a part of this. At any time, if there's a question or you need help, reach out and email me. But other than that, have a blessed day, and I will see you around.